Catching my breath, letting it go, turning my cheek for the sake of the show. Now that you know this is my life, I won't be told what's supposed to be right. Catch my breath, no one can hold me back, I ain't got time for that. Catch my breath, won't let them get me down, it's all so simple now. What's up, CherishingFlo fam? Welcome back to my channel. We're all about love, positivity, being a girl boss, and everything in that vicinity. In today's video, we are doing a get ready with me, and we're gonna do this get ready with me, and I'm gonna chit chat and talk with you guys. I am getting ready for a date night, but it's like not like a serious, like, you know, we going out and getting fancy type date night, which honestly we don't really do fancy that much. But so basically all I'm really going to be doing is some foundation, my eyebrows, mascara, all that good stuff. But I'm not really going to do the whole concealer thing. Like, it's not going to be like a full face of makeup. If you're new to this channel, then go ahead and subscribe and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future get ready with me's. If you're not new to this channel, then welcome back. Thank you for being here. Thank you for loving me as much as I love you. And yeah, let's get into the video. So the thing that I want to talk about today, I've seen it in like a couple of other YouTubers videos like Andy Appleseed and I Am Kiva, and I've heard them talk about this situation with, what's his name, Kevin McCall. First of all, before I even start this, let me start by saying this. I have no idea who Kevin McCall is. I saw him in the video, but I didn't recognize the man. Let me see if I can research who he is right now real quick. Kevin McCall. He's a record producer. Oh, that's why I don't know him. I wouldn't know nothing about no record producer. I don't know this man. I don't know nothing about him. This is my first time ever hearing his name, to be honest, because when I saw the name Kevin McCall, like, I was thinking, who the frick is Kevin McCall? Like, does anybody know who that is? Because I surely don't. Apparently, he was really rude to this woman. I guess they were on a date. I saw the video twice, and I still don't 100% understand what the issue was or what was going on. I think she tried to feed him food and hold his hand, and he had beef. Like, he was not with the whole public tip affection. But from what I understood in the video, she was the one paying for his meal. Like, she offered to buy him food or something. And then she tried to get, I guess, romantic with him, or she tried to get affectionate or whatever, and he wasn't with it, which, you know, I guess in a way I'm fine with. I can understand if you're the type of guy who doesn't really like public displays. Let me turn myself. Public displays of affection like that. But I do say that I feel like his response was like far over the top. Like, dude, it's never that serious. You should never disrespect a female. And then he said, I'm not embarrassing you. I remember at some point in the video he said, oh, I'm not embarrassing you because the people on the live can't see your face. But you know how fans are. You know how people dig. Somebody gonna figure out who that woman is. Period. Like, niggas, somebody's going to figure out exactly who she is and what she's about. And that's gonna be embarrassing. And even if you weren't embarrassing her in front of all of Instagram, you still embarrassing her in a restaurant. Like, he wasn't like he was whispering. He was talking in a normal voice. Anybody who was near them, a waitress, whatever, they hear the conversation. They hear how rude you're being. And so even if you weren't embarrassing her in front of all of your so-called fans or subscribers or whatever, you're still low-key embarrassing her. And I would be embarrassed even if nobody heard the conversation that somebody would actually talk to me like that. Like, how are you talking to me like this? When I saw somebody was talking about how, you know, she handled it very maturely, and she did. Let me tell y'all, she was cool, calm, and collected, just trying to understand. She was like, you know, you're supposed to give me, you know, the chance to, you know, get to know your likes and dislikes. How was I supposed to know you didn't like that? Which is a valid point. And he's trying to act like, oh, you can't put syrup on something and say it ain't, and then call it pancakes or something stupid. And I was like, what does it have to do with what she's saying? Like, her point is still valid. Like, even if that's not the situation you guys are in, if you guys don't know each other that well, which according to you don't know each other that well, how would she know that you wasn't with that? You don't just cuss somebody out. Like, I wish somebody would cuss me out because I try to be nice to them, or I try to, like, now I'm not really the food feeding type. Like, I'm not gonna try to feed you no food. You try to feed me some food, I'll be like, sir, can I feed myself? I'm not too. But The simple fact of the matter is, unless I'm out of pocket, I don't expect nobody to get out of pocket with me. And I feel like that's just basic common decency and respect. That's not out of pocket. You don't go cussing somebody out. You ain't never, first of all, unless I cussed you out, you ain't finna cuss me out and get away with it. I'm sorry, God ain't through with me yet. Because if he had talked to me the way he had talked to her, he said something like, what did he say? He said, oh, I'll throw this food on the floor. I don't care. I don't need you to buy me no food. Da 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 da. I'll do this, I'll do that. And in my mind, I'm like, well, let me tell you this. As soon as that statement would have came out of his mouth, I'm like, oh, you don't need the food? That's good to know. And I would have dropped it right in his motherfucking lap. Because you're not about to talk to me all outside of your neck. The woman was very mature. I applaud her for how she handled it. I just know for a fact that I'm not that mature yet. I'm sorry. I'm not there. God is not through with me yet. Ain't no man going to body shame me because he body shamed her. Was like, oh, I'll go sleep with her though because she has the body that I want, or something along those lines. Please do not quote me because I'm not saying these things verbatim. But it was something along those lines. And he was talking about, how some other girl, and talking about how he was going to do this, that, and the other with some other girl. And I'm like, if you do not want the company that you're with, then don't have it. But there's no excuse for disrespecting somebody who's not disrespecting you. And then put it on live like you look cute, like you look stupid. Like this was his live. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, why are you putting yourself out here being a... Like, why are you publicizing your disrespect, your rudeness? Even if what he said was right, like if he had said anything that was correct, that was accurate for whatever their situation was or whatever was going on, there's a way. And if you're gonna be disrespecting a woman, don't go broadcasting it like it's cute. Like that wasn't cute. And the truth of the matter is we came in mid-conversation. For all we know, she was in the wrong, although I don't feel like she was. But for all we know, she was in the wrong. But the basic point of the matter is you do not publicize yourself disrespecting a female. And you look dumb because if she was disrespecting you first, you didn't get that on camera, my guy. So now you just look like a whole a-hole out here. And I was trying to look at it like, from a male perspective. But even the guys that I saw, like the guys that I spoke to about it, I spoke to my boyfriend about it, I spoke to my friends about it, and nobody was in agreement with this man. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't see his perspective because to me he looks like a douchebag. He looks like a total, and that's that on that. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think he was right? Do y'all think he was crazy? Like, I got hot. I'm not even gonna lie. I was pissed off when I saw it. I was like, that poor woman. If I was there, if I were her friend, oh, he would have got all the words. Because he is not all that in a bowl of grits to be talking to nobody like that. I don't think anybody is, to be honest. I don't think there's a man on this planet that is all that enough to talk to no woman disrespectfully, period. Like, I don't care who you are. I don't care what you got. I don't care how much money you have. And especially since she was apparently paying for his meal. Not only would he have worn his meal, but I would have got up and left and he would have had to pay for it. I was like, oh, you gonna talk to me? You don't need me to pay for it, right? Okay, I'm out. I'll see you later, my nigga. Like, okay, that's fine. Like, you don't need me to pay for it. Well, I'll guarantee you that I don't have to pay for it. I don't have to. Check ain't here yet, my guy. And for somebody who didn't need that meal, he sure was scarfing it down. Ugh. No, I'm saying, how you disrespecting somebody who paying for your meal? Like, I just don't understand. This is another thing that I noticed. Men do what they feel like they can get away with. Not all men. Like some men, just have standards and boundaries and whatever. But a lot of men, that don't necessarily even make men like not even bad men or whatever, but like a lot of men in general, like if they mess up one time and they see that the girl is not like, she cries but she doesn't do anything, there are no consequences. There's a lot of men who will take that and they will run with it and they'll do it again and again because they think they can get away with it. So, and men pick and choose. Like me and my boyfriend were talking about this earlier, that I tend to date guys, and when I date them, they start going against their own nature. And when I say that, I mean like if he was a player or he was a cheater, he don't do that to me. Or if he was somebody who would yell at his girlfriends and talk to him outside of their neck, he don't do that with me. And whatever. And I think that the reason for that being is that I don't allow it. Now this is not to sound cocky or even like as if I'm something special, because that's not really what I'm saying. What I'm saying is though that a lot of men will do what they can get away with, and a lot of the girls that they were fooling with before me would let them do this, that, and the other, and there would be no consequences. The girl wouldn't turn up, she'd cry, or she'd be like, why would you do that? Then he'd give her the speech and she'd forgive him and move on. And I'm not that way. I make it clear from the beginning. I'm very assertive. I'm very outspoken, and I have no problem stating, oh, you not finna do this and get away with it. Like, and the thing is, I don't even feel like I'm that different. It's just the way that I approach things may be a little bit different than how these other ladies are doing it, because I've been with a guy that cheated on me before in my life in the past, and I forgave him, but it wasn't like, oh, I forgave him and it was if it never happened. I was like, oh no, you gonna have to crawl back into this relationship, because I'm not with that guy now, but I was like, because you did something and it crossed the line, and I allow people to make mistakes. I was like, but if you make the mistake again, I'll know it's not a mistake. And I am also the type of person who, like, for example, the way he was talking to her. I had friends who have had men that talk to them that way. I've never been with the guy who talked to me that way more than once or twice. Like, it's not like that's something that would regularly happen in a relationship with me. Oh, no. Let me clear that up right now. I've never had a guy. For example, let me use like a specific example so y'all really understand what I'm saying. I dated this guy, a particular guy in mind, and he used to talk to me, and he apparently talks to his women in any kind of way when he's mad. He gets mad, he raises his voice, he gets all loud, he starts like trying to overtalk them and stuff. And this was something that I didn't know until after me and him were together. And he said and then one day, we were having a disagreement about his baby mother. Like, I took his baby mother's side. Now, mind you, for the most part, I usually thought his baby mama was wrong. But in this particular instance, I was like, okay, well, yeah, but I mean, are you thinking about it this way? Are you thinking about that way? And I guess he didn't appreciate that I didn't take her side, but I didn't take his side. But also, let me add this little thing in there. When it comes to situations, comes to baby mamas and baby daddies, I rarely take a baby mama or a baby daddy side, because quite frankly, when it comes to a kid, I don't give a crap about either one of y'all. My mindset and my priority, what side I take, will all depend on what is better for the kid, not what has to do with you. I don't give I'm sorry, excuse my cursing. I'm cursing a lot today. But I'm not worried about y'all. I'm not worried about what's best for y'all. Y'all are having a kid together, and what y'all need to do is be big little men and women and do what's best for this child. And that's what I was trying to explain to him. I was like, well, first of all, she has a point because of this, that, and the other. And if she feels this way, then you should consider that. And then he gets mad and he's like, how are you taking her side? Who are you in a relationship with? He started getting loud. And he started getting a little boisterous and started getting a little, a little too comfortable with his tone. And so I was like, and I paused, and then I hung up the phone. And he called me. I did not answer. He texted me, and he was like, yo, you hung up on me. And I was like, I'm going to tell you right now, you don't talk to me that way. We don't talk to each other that way. That's not the type of relationship that I'm interested in being in. If that's the type of relationship you want to be in, you can be single, and that's fine. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't care. But I make sure that my boundaries are set. You gonna respect me, or you can be single. Period. And I understand that sometimes I get a little out the box, and I feel like, sometimes my current boyfriend will tell you I get out the box sometimes, and I need to be told the same thing, like, you ain't gonna talk to me that way. And I don't get mad when you do that. I said, but it's all about boundaries, the type of placement that you put on stuff. And a lot of times girls just argue back, yell back with a guy, or they cry, or they back down. I'm not the type of person, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why I don't experience these things as often. Like, if a guy does come at me that way, because the guys will come at me crazy and disrespectful, but it's not something that the same guy will do multiple times, because either they fix it or they're out of my life, period. Like, there's no in between. I don't put up with foolishness. My boyfriend told me that one of the first things that he noticed about me is that I don't tolerate things. And I don't. I let somebody know from the jump, either you can get down with respecting me, or you can get out of my life. I really am just not going to have it. And I feel like the thing is, a lot of women are trying so hard to be mature in understanding that they're tolerating things that they have no business tolerating. If that woman really just met him, to be honest, I personally, this is just my personal feelings, I feel like she should have just left. Why are you talking to him? Like, I'm not saying that she should have argued back or been disrespectful or done what I would have done, which is pour the food in his lap and let him pay for it. But I would have made it clear that I was not appreciative of how he was talking to me, and I'm going to go ahead and see my way out. And, I'm not going to pay for your meal because you're talking to me any kind of way. I made an offer, I made a gesture, I did something kind, and in return, I'm getting a whole lot of disrespect that I don't deserve, and I'm not with it. So you can pay for your own meal, and I'm gonna head out. Wish you well, all that good stuff. That would have been the mature way to handle it. Now, I'm I would have handled it that way, just not that nicely or that respectfully. But you get my point. You get my drift. The guy in question who like got loud with me that one time, he did that maybe twice the whole time I knew him, and I knew him for a while. But the next person he was in a relationship with, he did it all the time. And not saying that the girl deserved it, because you don't deserve to be disrespected regardless, but she tolerated it. And that was why he continued to do it, because he knew he could do it, and he wasn't going to lose her. It wasn't going to be too many big repercussions. It was going to be an argument, or she was going to shut down. And I noticed I have a lot of guy friends, or at least I used to have a lot of guy friends, and I noticed that guys tend to just keep doing what they know they'll get away with. Even my current boyfriend, I'm not saying like he doesn't do anything like major like that or like anything like that, but there are certain things that he does or that he used to do that pissed me off, but I tolerated it until, you know, I just didn't tolerate it anymore. And it's something that I feel like some women, not all women, I'm not saying that this is how it is in every instance, but I'm saying in a lot of situations, I notice that us as women tolerate things trying to be understanding. And to me, I don't tolerate anything. And this is coming from somebody who's extremely understanding. I am extremely understanding and I'm extremely patient, but I also make it clear that you're going to respect me, period. I don't care what you've been through. I've been through things too. There's no excuse. I don't care what happened to you. I don't care what you was taught. You're going to respect me. You better get that stuff together. Whatever it is that you got a problem with, whatever demons it is that you're working out, I suggest you get to working them out, because I don't deserve to be disrespected because of your trauma, period. I don't deserve to be disrespected because you happen to see your dad disrespect your mom. I'm understanding, but that doesn't make me tolerant. And I feel like there's a line, and there's patience. I'm not saying, you know, immediately you cut somebody off, although I wouldn't blame you if you do. But there's patience. Like, I have plenty of patience. Like, anybody will tell you, I have patience when it comes to if I'm in love with you or if I really want to work something out, I will try to. But I also, that does not mean that I tolerate your BS. That means that I understand why you did it, and I give you the chance and the opportunity to get it together. But what you're not going to do is openly disrespect me. I do not have toleration for that. And I feel like the way that he was coming at her, whether you're right or wrong, the way that he was coming at her was out of pocket, and it would not have been me. What you doing? What you doing? Get out my face. What you doing all that for? Well, I thought he saw a bug or something, because he do that when he see bugs. I don't judge the situation, but it pissed me off because he was talking to her all out of pocket, and she was being so calm and so sweet. And I was like, girl, if I was there, I would have uppercut him for you. I don't know if you guys can like see my makeup really good. All I did was put on foundation. I didn't even put on concealer. Like, my makeup is like super basic, and I feel like you guys can't see it. I probably look exactly how I did when I got on the camera. But yeah, I don't fool with stuff like that, and I don't have time for people who will disrespect you. And my personal emotion about that is that you don't come at me disrespectfully, period. I don't care what you feel about something. You either come to me disrespectfully. If you come at me disrespectfully, you better be prepared for the consequences. My boyfriend will tell you that, because anytime he's ever done anything that's out of pocket, I'm better at it now, but I used to be the type to be like, oh, you want to act out of pocket? Oh, I got you out of pocket. I can be out of pocket. Now we can get out of pocket if that's what you want to do. And to me, like, the dude, the way he was talking, them was fighting words. I'm not gonna lie. I hate that I'm saying this, but I'm being 100% honest with y'all. I can get real left and real ghetto if provoked. And I genuinely do not like if a guy is talking to me all crazy, and if you come at me a certain way, I am going to be thinking, like, you must want to scrap, because you out here talking to me like I'm one of these, like I'm just some dumb broad. Like, you talking at me like you want to handle something. Like, if there's something you want to get off your chest, get it off your chest. Like, we can do this right now, my guy. Like, I am never, like, I will not hesitate to take you up on that offer. If you want to talk at me all outside of the neck like you ready to fight, honey, I will oblige. Period. But this is not, please don't do what I do, people. Please don't copy me. Like, I'm not condoning what I'm saying, but I am kind of being honest. Like, I'm being honest about the type of person that I am, and it's something that I'm still working on. Like, I know I'm not perfect. I know that I have a really bad temper, and, you know, I need to learn how to handle things without, you know, getting ready to box right off the bat. But I also know that right now, if I'm not, I'm gonna put you in your place one way or the other. It's either gonna be we scrapping, and I'm gonna put you in your place. Is it even a bun? Is it even? Either we scrapping and I put you in your place, or I'm gonna tell you about yourself that regardless, you gonna be put in your place and you not gonna come at me talking all crazy and out the side of your neck. We ain't finna have that. I'm ready to go. I got my makeup on, my foundation, my hair is in the bun. I don't even know if it looks right. Does it look right? What do y'all think? Do y'all think where is the so people can see? Can't nobody see nothing with this lighting? I really feel like y'all did not see anything. I didn't put on my lip gloss or nothing, so actually I lied, I'm not finished, but everything else is done. Like, you know, I have my eyebrows are filled in and I have on my foundation, and that's pretty much all I'm doing today because your girl is lazy and I just don't feel like being super duper cute. But plus we're going to a drive-in and I feel like you don't need to be super duper cute to go to a drive-in. But anyway, yeah, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then go ahead and subscribe and turn the notification bell. Please join the conversation down below in the comment section. We could talk about this. Tell me how y'all felt about the video if you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, then go ahead and check it out. Kevin McCall, Instagram live, body shaming some woman. I think, you know, you'll find it if you type that in. And we can talk about it. Let's discuss. Do y'all feel like he was right? Do y'all feel like what he was saying was right? Like, what do y'all feel about the video? And yeah, that's pretty much it. Go ahead and follow me on all my socials if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. And I'll see you guys in the next video.